2015 Toyota Corolla. Excellent vehicle. The CVT inside of it, not so much. That's why I baby it. I change the fluid every 30,000 miles, and you should too. Here's how to do it, short, sweet, and to the point. What you'll need is a lug wrench, or an impact if you have it. I do, but people have to make do with what they got, so I'm not going to use it. You'll need a ratchet, a 24mm socket, also known as the 15/16 if you like fries with your freedom, a 6mm hex. Allen keys work, although they're not ideal. A way to pump or funnel the fluid into the car. I had that pump laying around. My personal favorite, the comically large screwdriver, which is probably too big for what I'm going to use it for. It's for the fender liner. There are plastic clips holding it in. You'll need a drain pan, a way to measure the fluid that comes out. This bucket has markings in it. You can see the old fluid from the last time I changed it. You also need a jack and a stand. Now, you want this. I don't have the stand because it went missing. I don't know where they are. But you should use one for safety reasons, because obviously. And if you don't, I'll know. I'll find you. And when I do, I'm going to shove a jack stand straight up your ass. As we slide underneath the vehicle, you'll see the transmission pan under the driver's side of the car. But right here, you'll see the drain plug. That is a 6mm hex. Now, I did loosen the lug nuts on the wheel first, and then I jacked it up just enough to get the wheel off the ground and take it out. But yeah, the hex goes right in there. You just break the drain plug loose, and we'll go from there. Alright, now we got Mr. Drain Pan sitting right under the transmission. All that's left is to take out this drain plug. You just unscrew it, and all the excess fluid should start draining out. Set the plug aside, don't lose it, and just let this drain. Now that was just the excess fluid. There's a second plug in there that uses the same 6mm hex head. You just get it in there, wait for it to bite. It bit right there, and then you just start loosening. Be very careful with it, as it is a plastic plug. Just start rotating it. You want to pull it straight down because you do not want to lose this piece. Alright, it's about to come out. Boom, there she is. The tampon plug. You want to reinsert your used tampon plug, because these are very reusable. Just get the threads started. I didn't want to cross thread it while it was still on the ratchet. And you want to be very, very delicate with it, because it is a piece of plastic and it will break if you over torque it. So what we do is we just put it in and start spinning. It stops. Just give it the ever so slightest little bump, and that's all she needs. Next, you take your first drain plug, you screw that sucker back on there too. Now you just, careful not to cross thread it, you just put it back on the transmission, and you tighten her up nice and snug. Give it a couple little bumps. There you go. Easy peasy. Now don't panic here. All I did was transfer the old fluid from the drain bucket to the measuring bucket. It's hard to see. I don't think you can see. But it says I'm just under 3 quarts. I'm just going to give it 3 quarts. You know, just a little bit can't hurt. It's better to have a little too much than not enough, you know. Okay, with the wheel off, it becomes apparent that I lied. You do need a 10mm socket, but, I mean, that's not the end of the world. It's not all bad. It's a couple bolts, and whatever that thing is, it looks like a very stripped-out Phillips head clip screw thing. I mean, this is like every 30,000 miles, so I don't remember every time I do it, but I'm going to see if I can get away with not doing that. Okay, yeah, easy peasy. Just spin it out of the way, use an extension, and your 24mm socket. I have a 12-point, which isn't ideal, because I don't like them. They strip stuff, but it's all I got. Basically, if I can get the light clipped onto my hat correctly, that big bolt right there, that is your fill hole. You just want to take that out and then funnel your fluid in. See what I mean when I say it's like an awkward spot? It's like in the wheel well behind this fender liner. It's really awkward. It's stupid. I don't like it, but I got to deal with it. Alright, what do you do on your days off? I usually just stick my goo tube in a tranny. You know how it is. Alright, we got the pump in the hole. We got the fluid. Let's just put this in the bottle and start pumping her in there. Give about 3 quarts because that's what I took out of mine. Just match the amount you took out of yours and it'll be fine. And then you just plug her back up. Go ahead, plug it up. Make sure that plug is nice and tight. I'm sure there's a torque spec, but I don't have a torque wrench with me right now. So just make sure it's really snug. Then you line up these holes. Back with these little grommets. You put the wheel back on. Bada bing, bada boom, you're good. Now, some people will have you do this stupid demonic ritual involving a piece of wire and the OBD port down here. I asked my car if she wanted me to do that. She didn't consent, so I'm not doing it. I measured the fluid, I put what I took out back into the car. It should be fine. Just plug it up and you're good to go.